After this break now, we are finishing the day number 3. This is the last session today. Mr. Mahdi Abdurrahim will continue.
Okay. So,
yes.
Thank you again. Let's continue. Now we'll speak about specific tournament regulation. So, as I mentioned, we had list of the FIDE official tournament, but each tournament has on regulation. So we have to see what regulation said for the each one. So we have general regulation. For example, for FIDE World Juniors Under 20 Championship, which approved by the 1982 General Assembly and amended by the 1984, and so approved by Executive Board 2011. So general regulation and rules we have here. The competition shall be governed by the general regulation of the FIDE competition and these rules. Participants, first of all, there shall be separate event for the gear. So if we talk about the juniors, so we have for open tournament for boys, and can girls join the open, and we have another for girls. All chess players who shall not have reached the age of 20 before January 1st of the year in which the championship are held are eligible to the participate. So we have to check from passport or passport copy of national ID. We can check if the players is age before 1st of January or not. Then we see if it is legal to participate or not. The following have the personal right and to participate, provided they follow on the condition of Rule 3 above. As we know, some players has condition to play in this age, especially the world champions for previous year. So he has a place to play. So what those people, the top 3 players of the previous edition, the Continental Junior Champion of the year preceding this edition, and the top 6 of juniors under 20 and 4 for girls for the FIDE rating list as for January 1st of the current year. Then we have World Youth under 18 and World Youth under 16 champions of the year preceding this edition. So who can play in the World Juniors under 20 this year? Top 3 for previous edition. And we have the Continental Championship Juniors, and we have top 6 junior under 20 players according to the rating, and 4 for girls. And we have also a World Youth under 18 and under 16 championship of the year. So this is the player, all players have the right to play for this year championship. And they have also, in addition to the players mentioned in Rule 4 above, each FIDE member federation shall have the right to send one participant for each event. So only each federation have to submit one name. And beside of that, plus of this name, if the federation has champion previous year, top juniors and other, the direct can play in this year event. FIDE member federation shall have the right to send the many addition players as they wish. So organizer has many right to many to add. All FIDE members federation also sometimes got exception from the FIDE council to add one player, and beneficent for the organizer to add more players as they can. And a schedule system and pairing must be 11, minimum 11 round, because this is world championship. The system is different from open championship international event. This is FIDE official, and the FIDE official individual must be 11 rounds. So there shall be minimum 11 rounds, maybe 12 rounds, maybe 13 rounds, maybe 14, and so on. But minimum must be 11 rounds. Financial regulation, the organizing committee shall provide free board and lodging in twin share room with bath and shower. So if a player not accept to be in the double room, so in this case, after approval of the organizer, maybe he go to the single, but he has to pay the difference, because sometimes the room, single room is not available. Organizer maybe book specified number of the rooms, maybe by about 10 single room, maybe 10 double room. In this case, if the player in the double room want to shift it to single room, maybe they're not enough single room in the hotel. So for the players mentioned in rule 4 and 5 above, this is must be go via the organizer system, which is twin share rooms. Then we have, after that, we have FIDE World Youth under 14, 16, 18. As I said, before it was start for youth under together, 6 events together, start from 8 until 18. Now they make separate. So now became under 14, under 16, under 18 championship, valid from 2016. So from 2016, they separated. Then approved by the FIDE General Assembly until 2011, the Executive Board approved. General regulation and rules, this competition shall be governed by the general regulation always, and who has a right to participate. In this, there shall be 3 categories, namely under 14, under 16, and under 18. So we have 3 different competitions with separate events for open and gear. All chess players who shall not have reached the age of 14 or 16 or 18 before January 1st of the year in which the championship are held are eligible to participate. So in this case, even the following have the personal right and are entitled to the participate for the event. The top 3 players from the previous edition, the champions of the previous edition may be elected to play in the same age category or higher. So we have to check in the passport if he already reached, became more than 14 years, so he can play it in the under 16 years. So he has a place. So for the example, the 14 champion maybe play in the 14 champion if he is still eligible by age, or to play in the under 16 or under 18 championship. So he has a choice. He has to select which one he wants to play, under 16 or under 18. The Continental Youth Championship of the year preceding this edition. So even the Continental Champion can play in this event. In addition to the players mentioned in Rule 4, each FIDE member federation shall have the right to send the participant, send 1 participant per event. So always we have 1 participant from each federation can play, but include with 1, we have addition top 3 from previous, a champion of previous year, and so on. FIDE member federation shall have the right to send as many players as they wish. So this is about the participants who has a right to play, and we have the system. The system, there shall be minimum of 11 rounds, always minimum 11 rounds. And financial regulation is same as FIDE, World FIDE Juniors under 20. So organizer committee shall provide free board and lodging in twin share room with bath and shower for players mentioned in the rule 4 and 5 above, as well as for the one accompanying person per federation. So here he has accompanying person for federation, provide he hold a valid license as FIDE trainer. So a company must be FIDE trainer, and FIDE trainer must have the license. If the FIDE training combine a company with a player, but he's not carrying license, so not accept to accommodate, and even not allowed him to go to the tournament hall. So only who has a right to enter the tournament hall, the FIDE trainer licensed. If they're licensed, can enter. If not licensed, even cannot FIDE trainer enter the tournament hall. Then we have FIDE World Cadet under 8, under 10, under 12 championship, which valid from 2016. And same thing, the competition shall be governed by the general regulation. There shall be 3 categories, under 8, under 10, under 12, with separate event for open and for girls. All chess players who shall not have reached the age of the 10 until 12 before January 1st of the year in which the championship are held. The following have the personal right, like other categories: the top 3 players of the previous edition, the champions of the previous edition, may elected to play in the same age category or the higher age category. So the Continental Youth Champion of the Year also has to play, has a right. In addition to the player mentioned, each FIDE member federation shall have the right to send 1 participant. So every time we have one from National Federation of FIDE member federation to send 1 participant. Then we have after that, the system always round must be minimum 11 rounds. And the organizer committee shall provide free board and lodging into twin share room with bath for players and accompanying person per federation, provide he's hold a valid license as FIDE trainer. So if not have valid license, so cannot accommodate. FIDE World School Championship approved by 2011 Executive Board, and this one champion shall be governed by the general regulation of competition, and there shall be 6 categories. So for World School Championship, they didn't separate it like the youth. They make one together, 6 categories. There shall be 6 categories: under 7, under 9, under 11, 13, 15, and 17. All event players who shall not have reached age of 7, 9 until 17 before January 1st of a year in which championship. Then we have the following person right to play in this event. As I said before, the champion of the previous World School Championship, he has a right to play according to his category. The Continental School Champion of the Year also can participate in this event. And FIDE Federation shall have the right to send as many as players as they wish. So here, for school, no specific number. For other FIDE youth tournament, the only FIDE member federation shall have right to send only 1 player. Here for school, it's open, as many as they come. Then we have the time control, the round is different. The system here, they shall be minimum 9 rounds, so not 11 like a youth World Championship for a school shall be minimum of 9 rounds. For financial, the organizer committee shall provide free board and lodging for twin share room with a bath, shower for players mentioned and above, will ask for one accompany person per federation, with minimum participants of the 6 players. So, and provide he hold a valid license. So, if the federation participate with the 6 and more, they will accommodate by the organizer. If they participate only less than 6, the organizers up to organize can provide for them a twin share room, or maybe they charge them to pay for the accommodation. But for FIDE, trainer always has valid license. He has valid license for training. And FIDE World Youth Under 16 Olympiad. This is known as Children Olympiad, approved by the 1996 and the Executive Board amended by 2011. And the competition shall be governed by the general rules, competition, and these rules, participants, all chess players who shall not have reached the age of 16 before January 1st of the year which competition is held. Then we have each FIDE member federation shall have the right to send one team. So here, this is team competition, only allowed one team for each federation to send. For member federation shall have the right to send as many additional team as they wish. For example, they wish to participate to 4 teams, 5 teams, it's okay, no problem. I remember in world, in that chess Olympiad, 1986 in Dubai, every country came with the one team. UAE participate with 4 teams, for team A, B, C, D. Even in each Olympiad, the organizer participating with more than 1 team. So maximum 4 teams that participate. Then each team shall consist or comprise by 4 players and 1 reserve. In the very old time, they were consist of the 4 players and 2 reserve. No more 2 reserve, only 1 reserve for one of the who must be a gear. So here condition. So here they make condition for the team competition and the junior under 16 Olympiad must be consist of 4 players, 1 reserve, and one of them must be gear. So gear cannot be reserve. The gear can be table number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. A reserve must be a boy. And 1 captain or manager or trainer. So you have to decide which one, the official captain, manager or trainer. The gear shall play at least 1/3 of the round. So we have 9 rounds, at least 3 rounds has to play. Now, the schedule, there shall be no more than 2 rounds. Where 2 rounds may be played, there shall be at least 1 free day. So must be 1 free day. All FIDE official event must be 1 free day. And for 2 rounds, must no more than 2 days be 2 rounds. Very clear, point 6. And for point 7, there shall be a minimum of 9 rounds. And each match shall be played over the 4 boards. So we have 4 boards. And the pairing, according to the tie-breaks regulation, are in accordance with the pairing rules for the chess Olympiad. So even you have little bit slightly change. We have 9 rounds instead to be 11 rounds, and we have 5 players, but one of them must be gear. The organizing committee shall provide free board and loading and twin share room with bath and shower for teams mentioned in Rule 3. Maybe someone you asking why they mentioned twin share room with bath or shower, because in some countries they accommodate people in the hostel, the shower or the toilet or the bath has sharing outside the compound. That is sharing, but here must be inside the room. Inside the room must be shower and bath. So no need player go outside sharing with other people. Prizes. So before the beginning of the first round, a list of the prizes to be awarded to at least the 5 highest placed team. So we have, for example, 20 teams, 30 teams, 50 teams. So the highest one, at least 5 highest place, we give awarding. But if the organizer has more prize money, okay, welcome, no problem. Including special prize shall be published together with the rules for their award. The organizing committee shall also award gold, silver medal, bronze to the 6th member of the team. Who's the 6th member? We have 4 boys, 1 girl, and team captain. So they can give for 6 taking the 3 places, first 3 places. Individual board prize, player assigned to the same board number and their respective team list shall be in the competition when each other fund an individual board prize. So we have prize for the team, first 3 player top teams, and we have prize for board. We have board medal, board 1, board 2, board 3, board 4. Each one they got medal, gold, silver, and bronze medal. The players' performance rating for their, for the purpose of this award, the players' performance rating from their games shall be compared. So how we calculate the board medal? First of all, the performance of each player. We see what's score of performance, whose highest performance he will be the winner of the medal, but at least he has to play 60% or got 60% of from the table 1 until from board 1 and board 4. He has at least 60% of the round played. Then for the board 5, so he has to take at least 50%. This means if we have 9 rounds, so 50% of 9 rounds is 5 rounds. So in board 5 has to play 5 rounds, and board 1 and 4 has to play 6 rounds. Then we have FIDE World Senior Championship approved by FIDE also. And this one, there shall be 2 categories: age over the 50 for veterans and age 65, this calling seniors. So with a separate event for women, the player must have reached the required age during the year of competition, and there shall be separate women championship if there are at least 10 players from at least 2 countries. So for women, 2 countries is enough, because a world championship senior, they give title, and to get title must at least be 2 countries only for women. So they shall separate women champions if there are at least 10 players. So at least 10 players from 2 countries. The championship are open tournament for the players registered by 3 federations. So for open tournament, need to be 3 registered federation. For women, only 2 federation. So FIDE member federation shall have the right to send the many players as they wish. And then we have the top 3 players from the previous edition shall have person rights to participate. In addition, the champions from each continent senior championship of the year preceding this edition are qualified with personal right. And so we have from different way can they participate, from continental, from federation, from previous year championship, they can participate. And the system of round must be minimum 9 rounds, except for the rule 4. So here the round only 9 is enough. The total prize fund shall be at least 15,000 euros. So in the previous regulation, in the individual and for the youth and other school, they didn't mention about the prize money. But for the seniors and for trans, they mention according to the laws and regulation, the total prize fund shall be at least 15,000 euros. Is it clear? So please always concentrate on the figures. So here 15,000 euros prize money for the seniors competition. FIDE World Amateur Championship. So the participation, there will be separate champions for the category under 2,300, but this was the old one. No, the new one, the under 2,000. So before it was under 2,300 and under 2,000, under 1,700, but now under 2,000 only. In each rating section, separate champion for women be organized only if there are at least 10 women. So if there is 10 women under 1,200, under 2,000, so will be 10 women with at least 2 countries. So always women have facility, they have option less than open tournament. So otherwise, the women's event will be measured with the men. If we have only less than 10, this means they have only 8 women. So in this case, what shall we do? We combine 2 event, women with open event. Then at the end, the woman will get their title and the open players will get their title. So a player must not have published FIDE rating of 2,000 or higher for at least 1 year to the registration deadline of the event. For the under, now we're talking for under, don't concentrate on the Article 3 because this is now removed, no more 2,300. Now we go for only Article 3.1 for the under 2,000 ELO section. A player must not have a published FIDE rating of 2,000 or greater for at least 1 year prior to the start of the championship. Then for 3.2 is delete, no more. Then in case of player exceeds the rating of all players must not have any title above CM. So if you have FIDE master, if you have IM, GM, WGM, WIM, WFM, cannot participate in this event. Only for candidate master is allowed. All players must not hold any title above candidate master. Candidate master, WCM is allowed in the section under 2,000, and all players must not have any title above FM or WFM for the 2,300. This part is council. No more. Only we have to see 2,000, which all players must not hold the title of FIDE master. The championship are open tournament for the players registered by their federation. So by their federation, this means I cannot participate by myself for this event for chess amateur. Must be by federation. This is very clear because many people was asking me, okay, I want to participate in the FIDE Amateur Championship or Asian Amateur Championship. Cannot, according to regulation, must be registered by their federation. FIDE member federation shall have the right to send as many players as they wish. In addition, the winner of each World Amateur Championship rating section and for each Continental Amateur Championship rating section of the year edition can participate. So here we have the organizing committee shall provide free board and loading, twin rooms with a bath or shower for players qualified with personal right from above article. Then the total price fund, all section include shall be at least 7,500 euros. So even we have here prize money, only mention prize money about the FIDE seniors, and here FIDE amateur for 7,500 euros must be prize fund. So this is all section included. If we have only one section, so in this case you have to divide 7,500 to 3 parts. FIDE World Cities Championship, this first time was organized in Al Ain. The FIDE World Cities Championship shall be held at 2 yearly invest among team representing cities with the maximum of 1 city per country. So we have 1 city per country. National federation are eligible to play with their national team member representing the city. So the FIDE World Cities Championship is equal to the Chess Olympiad and Continental Cities Championship. So it's the same system, 4 players plus 1 remaining. And organizer was Al Ain Chess Club. This first event was organized in Al Ain Chess Club of the UAE Chess Federation. Commits to organize the World City Championship for the Sheikh Zayed Cup for 5 times until 2020. So last 2 times not organized, so because of pandemic even not organized, so 5 times until 2020. After 2020 the organizer will be appointed by the bids procedure. So here was not bid procedures, but after 2020 now if anybody wants to organize team championship must go to the bids. Participants team, there will be 32 teams representing 32 countries. So each country with 1 team in the FIDE World City Championship according to the following criteria. So here start with the criteria. First, a World Cities Championship for 2012. This is Olympiad champions. Looks like Olympiad champions, but this is for team. For the cities, not for the team as a country. This is for cities, maybe Dubai city, maybe Abu Dhabi city, maybe any cities. World Team Championship and 4 continental cities champions. The qualifier will be the winner of the immediately previous respective continental city championship. Then, so we have who has the right to participate. For World City Championship, World Team Championship, 4 Continental City Championship. Then we have 25 cities champions team per FIDE zone. So we check the zones are encouraged to hold cities team championship. In the event that no city team champion is held for that zone, then the place shall go to the country of the highest place team per FIDE zone in the FIDE Olympiad period. So if the country of the highest place team, what I said when I said highest place team, So this means go to the FIDE website. On the FIDE website, you can find 100 top players, 100 top juniors, and you can find the top teams, which is the federation. Then other criteria, this place will be given to the next highest ranking country per zone in Olympiad proceeding and World City Championships. So one team for the host federation city. So even the host federation, only he has a right to participate with the one, not more than one. Composition of the team are made up 4 players plus 1 reserve, like chess Olympiad, and 1 captain. So total 6 people. And the player must be entitled by the birth, citizenship, or nationalization to present their federation. So with the local, for example, Emirates team must be local, who has carrying the UAE passport, or some player shifted or transferred from his federation to, for example, UAE federation. So in this case, after approval of FIDE, he can participate by the name of the UAE. So details, eligible rules are in the FIDE regulation. Each team shall have a captain who may also be one of the players. So not necessary captain will be from out of the team members, but maybe captain of team maybe can be one of the players, can be head delegation, can be a company, but this is must mention before start the round 1 and technical committee, technical meeting, and they have each team mention about captain, team captain, who's team captain, and this will be fixed, cannot change. And sometimes what happened during the chess Olympiad, for example, if the team captain want to leave the tournament hall, in this case, he has to write a sheet of paper, a letter to the chief arbiter or match arbiter. He said, okay, now I handle the captain to player board 2, board 3. So in case anything happen, so arbiter, we contact with the captain, one of the players. Otherwise, if the chief captain there, okay, you go direct to the captain. But without this letter, authorized letter, cannot be anybody captain of team. For example, maybe team captains left, he went out of some reason out of the tournament hall, and now a players want his team captain. Who will decide? Who can speak with the arbiter instead of team captain? Nobody, because he didn't. Team captain didn't appoint any player belong to his team to be team captain instead to him. For that, always he said team captain, he has a right to appoint one player to be a team captain after his, if he want to leave the tournament hall, by official letter to the arbiter, and arbiter now is considered that one player is the team captain. Each team have the captain who may also one of the players or reserve. Then we have here the federation take full responsibility for the contact of their players. Each federation may be responsible by the chief of delegation. It may either appoint a person exclusively to this office, or entrust the team captain or one of the players of reserve with these functions. So this also you can appoint one of them. Now, schedule of the FIDE World City Championship. First day must be arrival day, will be a team captain meeting. Sometimes they make arrival day at night between 8 and 10 p.m. There will be team captain meeting. before next day start the game, or sometime there will be same day of arrival will be opening ceremony. So who is coming early can reach the opening ceremony, who is come late cannot reach opening ceremony, but he has to be one of team captain must be earlier here to attend the team meeting, team captain meeting. Second day will be round 1. Third day will be round 2, fourth round 3, then fifth day round of then start, then will be round they will system round 1, 2, 3. If we have round robin, for example, R1 round robin, round 1, 2, 3. And here 5 day maybe round of 16, then quarter final, the semi-final, the final and closing ceremony, and departure. The total is 9 days we have. So depends of number of players. Then previous for provision for the team, we have traveling expenses shall be met by the individual federation. So the individual federation can book ticket for his member of team who's traveling to the organizer, to the federation, or to the country or organize a world championship. And all teams shall be provided for their hotel and meals for the duration of their competition from day of arrival until 1 day after their round. And FIDE World Team Championship, this is for the over 50 and over 65, then approved by the 2015 FIDE Executive Board. And the regulation here, there shall be 2 categories, age under 50 or plus 50 and age plus 65, with separate event for women. No, the player must have reached the required age during the year of competition. So how we can check? Check by passport copy. There shall be separate women championships if there are at least 10 teams from at least 2 continents, or otherwise a woman team play in open competition. So if we have 10, at least 10 women, so they can go for own competition, only for women. If less than 10, here we marriage or combine it with the open tournament team. Then FIDE member federation shall have the right to send as many teams as they wish. The top 3 teams from the previous edition shall have personal right to participate. Now the title. Here, FIDE give title. The winning team obtain the title World Team Championship. So the winner, we have obtained title World Team Championship, age and over the 50 or over the age 65. The best placed woman team obtains the title World Woman Team Champion, age over 50 or over age 65. Then we have financial regulation. The organizing committee is to provide free board and lodging, 2 double rooms. So here you have 2 double rooms and 1 single room with bath and shower per team for the defending champions. It is recommended to invite the continental champions over 50 and over age 65 for men and women. So accommodation here, 2 double room and 1 single room. Okay, what about the team captain? They have to pay by themselves, by federation, national federation. The scheduling system, there shall be minimum of 9 rounds, Swiss system for the team, with 5 players, 4 boards plus 1 reserve, optional reserve. This is optional reserve. If you want to add 1, if you don't like to add, it's up to you. Is it optional? But maximum must be 5 players. And then we have the time control. 90 minutes for 40 moves plus 30 minutes for the rest of the game with increment 30 seconds for each move from starting from move 1. So this is the time control. The price, the total price fund shall be at least 10,000 euro. So here we have event price money 10,000 euro for the world championship of over 50 and over age 65. So we have prize money also here. Now regulation for on the seminars and title award for organizer. Already I spoke to you before, and I mentioned must be 3 days, there must be exam, and there must be 15 hours seminar, lecture, and then the exam must include all regulation of the events commission, regulation pertaining to the rating and title and events manager. And already I spoke about panel of FIDE, then lecture, and must be fee travel, title of fee of IO 100 euros and license fee for IO 100 euro after 2 calendar years when I got my title. So for example, I got title 2014, by 2016 I have to pay my license. So once I pay my license, so this license valid until 4 years. So first 2 years no need to pay for license, only after 2 calendar according to regulation you have to pay for renew license. Seminar fee up to 250 euro decided by the organizer. The cost of the travel board, this is going to be physical. So I spoke about the international organizer who can, the scale of requirement is event seminar norm, prove the experience, and 3 international. So norm from the exam, and must have experience, and must go 3 norm from international tournament valid for FIDE rating, and norm of which more than one can be national event or with FIDE norm at least 2 languages. So here even requirement 2 language. The tournament can be organized before or after the seminar. The title award after the competition, so completion of the necessary tournament. And the title is forever. If you got your title IO, this will be forever your title. Organizer certificate must give a certificate after finish the seminar. So there will be diploma and title award FIDE international organizer, and title one time you paid 100 euros, and license fees valid for 4 years. Every 4 years you pay 100 euros. So this is all which I spoke about it, and thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any question regarding today lectures, I'm ready to answer. Thank you very much. Obay, any question? No? No questions? Okay. You can see the calendar now. I go to calendar again. See the calendar. Can you see it?
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear. Okay. Okay. Let's just I want to try to go to the. I don't know why I cannot go out. Okay, let's try calendar. Okay, now this is the calendar for World Event Championship. This is world first calendar this year. Start with the World Schools Individual Championship in Panama from 10 June until 19 June. And let's to see start the official website. So here, official website. If someone want to participate from the school, they have special website, and here organization, registration. If you go to registration, you can go and register by schools and register the name, and schedule will be here for championship. They mention about schedule. Timing from 10 June is arrival day. 11 will be technical meeting in the morning by 10:30. June 11 by 2:15 opening ceremony. So they have opening ceremony. And June same day by 3 p.m. round 1 to start, round 2 next day. See, as you see in the 13 June, they have 2 rounds, one in morning session and one in the evening session. Then 14, 1 round, 16, we have free day. So we have 1 day must be free day, and in 16, they have 2 rounds. So they have round 6 and round 7. And in 17, they have 2 rounds. And in June 18, they have last round in the morning session, and in evening session, they have a closing ceremony. As you see from this schedule, no more than 2 rounds per day. Only 2 times repeating 2 rounds, and 12 and 13, and they have in 16. Only 2 rounds per 2 days. And last 2 days or last 3 days, they have 2 days. They have individual round. So 1 round, 1 round. Cannot be 2 rounds like last 2 days. And this is very good schedule for this event. They have rest day, they have 2 rounds, they have departure, the closing ceremony, they have opening ceremony, they have technical meetings. So this is the rules. This is the regulation must we follow. And if you need the regulation of the events, and the regulation is very clear here, the tournament is according to the Swiss system in 9 rounds, and shall govern by the general rules regulation for FIDE competition. There shall be 6 categories, under 7, under 9, and we have under 11, under 13, under 15, under 17, starting so 1st January for each category. See, very clear, same which I spoke about it, and each national federation can register any number of players, because this is a school championship. For school, no limitation. It's open. Any number you can participate. Then he said players with the personal right of a qualification according to the FIDE handbook, Article 4, are entitled to free board and lodging for 9 nights, sharing a double room. So always we are sharing double room. Time control is 90 minutes plus 30-second increment from move 1. So this is time control. This means 4 hours they playing each player, and default time 15. So here mention about default time 15 minutes. So if the tournament start by 3 p.m. and a player came 3 plus 40 minutes, allowed them to play. If they come after 50 minutes of start the game, so not allowed, he lost by default, by forfeit the loss. So here mentioned, but in the regulation, if not mentioned about default time, here consider at a 0. When the 3 p.m. start, nobody there, so the players will lose by forfeit. But here they mention the 15 minutes delay time, the default time. A player who arrives at the chessboard after the default time shall lose the game unless the arbiter decides otherwise. The final ranking, why they said unless arbiter decide otherwise? Maybe maybe it was not mistake of player, maybe the transportation, the official transportation, they have traffic jam, they came late, came after 15 minutes. In this case, arbiter would decide to play player because not was his fault was from organizer. The final ranking order of the player is determined by the number of points scored. If two or more, here a tie-break system. If two or more players are titled for the first place or for any prize, the title shall be broken in the following order. They have direct encounter, they have Buchholz cut one, Buchholz, they have greater number of wins with the black pieces and greater number. Same tiebreak which I spoke about. This is the same regulation when I already spoke, and here they have technical regulation, prize and title certificate. They mention how the title, the organizers award trophies to the players. So here trophies, not medal. Players took the first 3 place in each event. The organizers shall also award gold, silver, and bronze medal to the players took the first 3 places each event, and trophy for first place and medal are awarded after playing. So they will pro trophy only for first place. Beside that, they have gold and bronze, silver medal for first 3. So for under 13, under 15, 17 category, and first under 3 players. So it's all regulation mentioned about the prize, how they give, and even they give certificate shall be awarded to players who finish in the top 6 positions. So here, 6 position, they will got 6 position. Certificate of the participation shall be given to players. So every players will go participation certificates. So certificate will be for the award for the player for top 6 position. Another certificate will be for as a general or participant. FIDE accredit trainers and FIDE appoint the technical official. So in this case, also in the regulation, the website of organizer mention many things, many information, many data for the spectators, for trainer, for delegation, for arbiters, for players themselves to know what system or rules work in. Then they have accommodation here. In accommodation, they mention about the hotel, type of hotel, and Wyndham Panama Hotel, which is the 5-star, close to 5-star, 4 to 5-star hotel. And they showing the tournament venue, tournament hall, and accommodation, and 9 nights per person with a meal, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then they mention everything for double room, also the price if the company person coming. So the team must know how much cost for single room, how much cost for double room, how much cost for treble room for each one. So you have your calculation before you travel. You know you have to know how much you have to pay. So this is all regulation here also about the accommodation. And then they have the distance and the timing, some timing. They mention about broadcasting during this date, what they have raining, shower rain, or they have sunny day, what. So all information you can find in the website, and even can find about the currency of country, about the distant transportation, other thing. So all in this websites. For that, the important thing, the organizer create website and all information be there. So no need every time people calling, what is the condition, what's the accommodation, what the official hotel, what rate the hotel, how is distance or time take from hotel to the, so everything mentioned in this website to make very easy life for the people. So this is a type of even organizing competition. So just I want to inform you how to deal with this regulation. So I think by today, this is enough things, and thank you very much. If any more question, I'm ready to answer. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mahdi.
Nothing?
Maybe Mr. Muhammad Osman has a question.
Please.
My question, I think it's been answered. I was just thinking that school championship, what is the proof that I am in a school? For example, there are people in 17 years old and they are not in school. They are in universities, or in some cases, no one in the school. But it's been answered by the school will send their list. I think that.
Yes, you are correct. Actually, okay, when you say 17 years old, he's still in grade 12, and in grade 12, he's still in the school. So 17 years old, actually, my son is 17 years old, he's in grade 12, so he's still in the school. But maybe someone's students failed 3 years, so he became old now. If in the grade 12, maybe he reached 19 years old, not only. Don't go about, don't see the level of grade, what grade the student. Go for the passport copy, and for the academy education, they have some lists must be approved from the school itself and from Minister of Education of the country. So they have to send official letter that this team consists of these players, and this belong to this country, belong to this school. They're going to participate in this event and must be sealed, stamp it, and send. This is the official. Because at the future, if we found anything illegal, go with the wrong information, they blame the country, they blame the government, because they come from government. For that, cannot be any school come direct and register in the tournament. Must be via federation, and federation under umbrella of FIDE or under umbrella of continental. So in this case, we have to trust continental. We have to trust the government. But by school itself, we cannot. Maybe it's fake papers. I don't know. So always we have procedure, we have system, we have people, committee check this all documents. If really it belong to the school or not, he still studying or not. What's the proof? From government, from education, from sports minister, sport education. This is belong to the government. They steal it and stamp on the sheet of paper, which sent to the organizer.
Mr. Mahdi, I think so. This clears, for example, one of the points which are like a difference between the arbiter and the organizer, because some people were still asking what's the differences between arbiter and organizer. And for example, like this issue which you explained now, so it's the responsibility of the organizer, not the arbiter.
Yes, you are right. You are right. This is responsible. Yeah. Any question more? So, if nothing, you can say, see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, which day? 14?
Okay, guys. So now it's over, almost over for today, and then it will be next Saturday. Next Saturday, 14th, and we'll send that. So we have like 6 days to study this material extensively. And if there is anyone who has any question, then it will be in the WhatsApp group. Regarding the videos, if anyone who subscribed to the YouTube channel, then you will have a notification after each video which we are going to upload. Regarding the material, the PDF file, we will receive it tonight from Mr. Mahdi, and then we will do the rest of the job to make it reach you on time.
And I need all of you concentrate on the figures, which I mentioned. The figure very important because 50% of exam by figures. What bidding date and what deposit fees, what penalty, what. So this is figures. You have to concentrate on the figures. This is many questions coming without figures. I know figures will confuse. And most of exam, maybe 90% or maybe all, will be multiple choice. And multiple choice is very dangerous. Be careful because the figures will be close. And if you mistake one, if the 50 question, you will lose 2 marks. If you made mistake for 11, so you failed the exam. So be careful how you can select the correct answer, because some answer is close to each other. Very careful about it. So I don't like to make exam tough by writing, because my previous exam or writing, you have to write something, write about organizers, take a time. But this time I will make a little bit easier, multiple choice, but even multiple choice is not easy. Okay, the exam will be same day. We enter to the Zoom half an hour before, so I will give you the link in the Zoom for exam, and you have to enter immediately to the exam. No postpone for exam. Who is not attend on time, he will lose time. The exam 3 hours, start from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. Dubai time. Then if anybody came late, for example, want to enter by 7 p.m., okay, he has 2 hours remaining. By 8 p.m., he has only 1 hour to answer, but cannot be after 9 p.m. enter to the exam, because it will be closed exam. And be ready and be half an hour before in the Zoom. There I give you structures, and then you can, I will send the link in the Zoom, and from Zoom you can go direct to the exam, because on the exam they will arrange it by the technical FIDE person, and I have to send my exam and he will install it in the FIDE server. And okay, thank you very much. Mr. Rubey, anything else?
No, thank you everyone, and just please guys, follow the YouTube channel for reviewing these lectures in details, and wait for the PDF file. Within less than 12 hours, it will be on the WhatsApp group. So that's it. Thank you very much, Mr. Mahdi.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Did you not need a second lot of photos at the end?